Good afternoon, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne. Shout out to the cup pumpers out there still rocking with me. Shout out to Jigger Rome's now entering the population of the chat box. Impatient Potato, another general sniper is here. Guys, make sure you're touching the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the high frequency crypto word that we spread here daily. Indeed. Make sure you're bookmarking the page as well. You know what's up with the shadow ban. Chances are you probably won't get a notification. Crypto Stacks is here. Dolphin 134. The rest of the boomers. Guys, was that the bottom? Was that the bottom? Let me know. Drop a comment there. Complete meltdown yesterday. Bitcoin under attack on the left and right flank. We sent out a buy order and HODL advisory worldwide. We sent in some reinforcements. I think the price bottomed out around 9. I don't think we went under 9. Today we want to talk about the prices a little bit more, see where things may be headed amidst all this Congress hearing, the congressional hearing with Facebook Libra. It's enough with this Facebook Libra, guys. This Facebook Libra heated up the entire blockchain. They got Donnie throwing shade at the block. Enough with Libra. I don't want nothing to do with it. It stinked up the whole entire blockchain. How about that? Shout out to Marlon Jones, KV, Snide2, Impatient Potato, the rest of the boomers out there. Snide2 said it's not the bottom. Potato bought at 97. Marlon says the clowns on the left and right in Congress still don't get it. Jert says they have the USD Litecoin or Bitcoin. Marlon says that Congress still thinks Libra and Bitcoin are the same thing. That's the thing. And, they're throwing it all in the same basket. Right now, it's like Facebook stunk up, they heated up the entire blockchain. Donnie throwing shade at the bits. What did you expect, guys? I mean, did you expect Donnie to side with the bits? Did you expect Donnie's tweet to just positively impact the bits and send it back to all-time high? Listen, I mean, as Facebook rolls out its coin and Bitcoin continues to devour all the fiat, there's going to be a little battle towards the top out here. Looks like Bitcoin will drop under 9K. Time to short, says Mark D. Dolphin didn't take a shot yesterday. Snide2 says clown's an understatement. Let's go ahead and check out the coin market cap, see how healthy or ill things are looking today. I was seeing some of the altcoins back in the green. I'm seeing green actually on the pastures. Let me turn off these coins, show you my screen, hit refresh out here. Stay up to date with the latest kapump. Market cap is slim though, 268 billion worldwide. Bitcoin dominance at 65.3. I saw a headline that the dominance topped off at 70%, but I didn't see that. I haven't seen things more than 66, if you ask me. Bitcoin, they're at 98.23, up 0.44%. Ether at 216. Ether looking anorexic. Come on, Vitalik. I need you drinking some of those whey protein shakes, please. Ripple is a trash bag. Litecoin up 14%. There you go with Litecoin. It's about time Litecoin get in the gym. $91 for Litecoin, taking back its number 4 spot from Bitcoin Cash. Looking good. Bitcoin Cash there at 298, up 6%. It looks like there's a little bit of a pump here with the altcoins, boomers. EOS at 399. EOS took a shot yesterday. Probably a good time to buy in EOS, but I'll be honest, I'm not as excited about EOS as I was just a few months ago. It looks like they dropped the bomb. They dropped the ball over there with this voice social media announcement. If you ask me, it was everybody was anticipating the greatest of the great, and I didn't get an erection. I'll tell you that much. Binance Coin there at $27. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision's another garbage bag. When is Satoshi Vision just going to get out of the top 10 already? I don't want to see this coin around anymore. Someone snipe it out the box already. Boom. Stellar at 8 cents. Lucky Lewis just dropped me $2 here in the population. Let me drop a bomb for Lucky Lewis. Let me drop another bomb there for you. Altar green against Bitcoin. They needed it. It's about time. It's about time. I've been calling for this little altcoin run for about a week now. And I've been saying it's a time to accumulate those alts. sooner or later they're going to pump. The quality ones, though, the majority of them are, you know, not that sexy. But you know the deal. Going to fire the bazooka at ETH at 180, says Marlon. I think alts are going to sneak attack Bitcoin here soon. You know what I've been saying. I've been focused on the alts. The crosshairs of the sniper scope have been on these altcoins. And you know which ones I've been into. You got Stellar there at 8 cents, Tron there at 2 cents, Cardano slipping in the rankings there at number 12 at 5 cents. Although it took back its number 12 spot from Leo. Leo was gaining a little more weight than Cardano was yesterday. Leo is currently at 138, Monero at 79. So I've seen green on the field, green on the pastures, which is a good thing. It's finally it's about that time for altcoins to, you know, finally get fed here, because, you know, there was a altcoin famine out there, if you ask the champ. KV says 84 to 86 by tomorrow night, then parabolic probably a few hours later. Gert, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that, just dropped me $3.49 in the box. Make it rain on the cryptomaniacs. Thank you so much there, Gert. Maker under 500 yesterday was a steal. Picked up 2 on the low. You know I like Maker. We picked up some Maker there on the virtual portfolio along with some linkers. Shout out to all my linkers. Thank you, Gert. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lucky Lewis. I appreciate you. Let me drop more bombs for you and snipe out baby bear cubs. Just because. Boom. Buy the dips from the dips, says CryptoZilla. Indeed. Coin Collector 82 says not the bottom, just a small bounce on the way down. Don't get too excited. Okay. So it seems like the community is split here. Some say it's not the bottom. Some say it was. I see some of the boomers already taking shots out at these prices under 10K, which I think is not a bad idea. DCA, I mean, even if it goes under 9, eventually we'll go back over 10, and that may be sooner than you may expect. You know, was that the bottom? I don't know. I think that there's still a possibility we may dip. Okay, you know, so put your hand on your hip. So when I dip, you dip, we dip out there, boomers. Lincoln Maker will be top performers. I think so. I think that they're attractive coins, and we've definitely been focused on them out there, Marlon. Queens Races says, best channel on the tube. Thank you so much, Queens Races. Let me drop a shout out to Queens. Queens, I haven't checked out your racing video yet, though. I know you told me about it. I haven't gone over there yet to keep it 1,000 with you, but I will. Thank you so much for the gratuity. Let me drop some dollar bills out there. Guys, check out Queens Races' channel. He's rad racing out there in the streets. DCA all the way, says Coin Collector. You know the deal. You know the deal. Let me drop a bomb for DCA. Kinky Link, says Dolphin 134. Shout out to the Link Marines worldwide. Link kind of sideswiped us. I knew it was something, but I thought it was just a powerful meme. But the meme became reality out there. How about that? How about it? Let's check out the Bitcoin charts and see how healthy the prices are looking. Today, Marlon says, we'll take crypto public in general to understand the security DAI offers. They're just focused on liquidity, but it takes a lot of time to learn what's really important with stable coins. Yeah, I mean, they're not all created the same, though. I'm not really attracted to these stable coins, although DAI is interesting and seems like there's some truth within it. So, we talked about these CDPs, these collateralized debt positions. And I was reading an article. There's some article out there, and I'll probably pull it up in just a moment about DAI and Maker may fold, and it's not stable, or there was some FUD being thrown out there on the networks, but I don't know if I believe it. Shout out to Dolphin, Coin Collector, Queens Races. Thank you once again, Marlon KVD. And he says, show the charts. Yeah, let's look at these charts, actually. I'm looking at them, but my screen, let me show you my chart. Boom, actually, there you go. 97.83. It looks like we bottomed out. I mean, for at least, for today, at least. I mean, I'll tell you that much, it was, falling off a cliff, fell from 10.5 all the way there to about 95. And then, bounced around before hitting a low a few hours ago there at, it seems like about 9. I'm not sure if it went under 8. I read some headlines that it went under 8, but I'm not here on this chart here on Coinbase via TradingView. Now you could see now some growth in the past few hours, and we're currently at 97.70, which is a good sign. I thought the bottom was around 95, but yesterday in our live stream, I did let you know that, there was a possibility that things could go under 9. And I'm saying around 88. 85 is when I start, changing my sniper views. 85 will get me a little bit, it would throw me off a little bit, I would say. Champ, I think we'll go to 10.5, 10.7, then drop to 87.85, says Queens Races. That's very well possible. KVD says 86. Okay. Dolphin 134 says, how about Brave? Think about grabbing some. Yeah, Brave. I like Brave. We had Brave in our portfolio for a moment, but then it kind of underperformed along with so many of the other altcoins recently. But I like Brave. The two I'm focused on, though, lately are Link and Maker. I'll keep it 1,000. We'll pull up that portfolio in just a moment. Shout out to Main Event. He says, kaboom to the champ and all the maniacs. Let me drop a bomb out there for you. Just tuning in. Let me know if that was the bottom. You see over here at around 1,200 hours. 17th of July, 2019, Bitcoin hit a bottom of what seems about a low around just above 9,000, 90.60, 90.50, somewhere around there, but not before bouncing right back up to where we're at 97, about 97.60 at the moment. Let me know if that was the bottom. I'm not sure. I'll tell you that much. I don't think so. I think that, there's a potential for things to go lower. And right now, it could go to 88, 85. But at the same time, I think that there's a great, even a bigger potential for things to exceed 10,000 in the next week or so. So these are just growing pains that Bitcoin is experiencing as it continues to devour the fiats worldwide. Drop a comment out there. Make sure you're following me on the STEEM blockchain. Shout out to Main Event, our Steamosaurus. Shout out to Marlon Jones. Make sure you're following Queen's Races YouTube channel. Let me know how he's racing out there. Let me know what you think. If this is the bottom. Let me know if you're taking a stab at it. Someone out there said that they took a stab at 97. The price of 97. 10K to 10.5 will top and then will fall, says Marlon. Champ, any boomer going to Area 51 on September 20th. How about that? People trying to storm Area 51. How about a better idea? Everybody just protests on their taxes instead of Area 51. Sometimes I think these things online are manufactured. Just a bunch of hype. I don't think that, there could be a bunch of bots for all we know. But do you think they even have anything out there in Area 51 at this? By this time, they probably moved it. Marlon says 85 to 8, but I hope the baby bear panic and flash crash to 7.5 to 6.5. Yeah, I seen there was this article I came across talking about 7.5. Let me show you this article. This is out of CoinDesk.com. I'll have this link down below at the end of the broadcast. It says the case for 7.5K could become Bitcoin's new price support. I'm not sure if I'm buying this one, but it's definitely a number that's been thrown around. You can check out the 3-day charts and whatnot, asking if history will repeat itself. All in all, there's a strong case to believe that Bitcoin would drop to the 200 candle moving average, currently at 74.48, before the confirmation of the golden crossover on the 3-day chart and then rise back sharply. So they're talking about maybe a bottom of 75, then a sharp rise back. If you agree with that. I'll have this link down below for those crypto enthusiasts that get large erections when they see these charts and all these indicators. I know some of you guys, I swear by the charts. 7.5 still double from December wouldn't be the worst thing since Main Event. Exactly. I like how Main Event stays positive. He's a crypto boomer. I've always thought the name of Maker is good but die, which I believe is from Japanese. But the stable coin should have a better name because it's clear to most what the heck it is clear to most what the heck it is, says CryptoZilla. Maybe the name is not the strongest, but I like the concept of DAI as a stable coin. That definitely seems more legit than USD. We may revisit 9 or 91. We already did, Lazor. Actually, we did just a few hours ago. There it is. There's you can see here, 91, 9, just right here. Just around 1,200 hours. Currently on this chart, it's about 1,800 hours. So about 8 hours ago. I'm catching the falling knife till I completely spend 2K, says Queen's Races. But listen, whether you bought it, at 98 or 91, 95, I mean, does it really matter when, the price is back at 12 or 13? I don't really think so. Lazor says we don't need the charts for a good, he's saying, 9,100. I mean, there's still a possibility that we may fall off the cliff here below 9. Revisit 88, maybe even 85. Like this article saying 7.5, but I think that it's like a worst case scenario that look at this point I can see the probability of us hitting 10,000 is higher than us hitting 8,000. Main event says FUD season is in full swing. How about it? All I'm seeing is look at all the headlines here, like on CoinDesk, lawmakers on Facebook, Jamie Dimon, Facebook, the Facebook hearing. I'm enough with Facebook already, guys. Facebook has nothing to do with crypto. This is a glorified database, and they're stinking up the whole entire block out here. Enough with Facebook, please. Like even Merkel report, you could see here, Facebook on Fox Business. Enough with Facebook, guys. I don't even want to talk about the book. Now they're trying to, I think, subpoena Zuckerberg there to the Congress as well, if I'm not mistaken. See what he has to say about the crypto. Shout out to Original Copy, another 5-star general. Copy says new job making it hard to catch a stream. It's all right. You got to get it when you can. If you got the new job, there's an opportunity. Make sure you double down, get some more bits. You know the deal. Mr. Bozak says, as long as there is no more FUD news, we can be fine and level off or creep up. Let's not forget the approved companies that are still setting up to start trading. That's exactly right. Fidelity, you get the Backed. Definitely there's institutions lining up, and I'm sure the institutions are the ones that are picking up at these low prices. I don't see, the plans being reversed or stopped, these plans to take Bitcoin mainstream. The most important thing is to buy your Bitcoin, take it off the exchange, and put it in a treasure and help deplete the circulating supply. Make Wall Street and governments pay dearly for Bitcoin, says Marlon Jones. Drop a bomb for that. He says, I don't mean taking dollars for bits. Make them give you land and assets for the bits. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. More bits, more bits, more bits, and more kabooms. Shout out to those that are picking up at these prices. There's so many when the price is up said, if the price was down, I'd be doing this. Now the price is down. Now the price is dipping. Are you taking a stab at it? Are you pulling out your sniper scope? Let us know. Long's getting shorter and shorter. Price will reverse in a few hours, says KVD. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we're back at 10K in a few hours. Again, I think the probability of us going to 10K is much higher than the probability of us dropping below 88, let's say. KVD says 84 to 87 by tomorrow. Still a possibility. There's that's the if we do dip, that's I think the number will hit. But right now things are still looking strong. Let's see if we can test 10K. Let's see what happens if we look at it, 98 right now. Let's see if we can test 10K, that resistance up there. Let's see what happens. There very well could be one more dip under 9K before we see a pump to 10. But again, whether it's 88, 94, 96, in the grand scheme of things, when it's back at 12, 13, 14, 15, back to 20 all-time highs, and you guys are doing the Crip walk, it really matters. Queen says 87, he'd be happy. Marlon says it's going to test 10K and then fall. Lazor says bringing CNBC more up to speed on Bitcoin was worth the dip. I enjoy the cues, the questions they are asking, and how the U.S. government will ban it. They realize they can't. Yeah, listen, there's all kinds of people at this Congress hearing, but is there anyone out there representing Bitcoin? No, because Bitcoin is not centralized. That's the thing. There's nobody to call. There's no Bitcoin hotline. Okay, you can't call 1-800-Nakamoto. This pullback would only strengthen the rise to above 20K, setting us up to hold 20K once we reach it. That I agree with. Shout out to that. Listen, when things were at, almost 14K overnight, it got a little spooky. It was getting a little spooky out there. And, we got to pull back a few times and we got to work our way up there. We got to earn it and not just get there overnight. So once we're back at all-time high, we can hold it once we reach it, like Marlon says. I think we're gonna get a pump before the BACT launch on this 22nd of July. So is BACT finally launching or what's going on? Because I've been hearing about BACT for, it seems about like 15 years now. It seems like about a good 20 years now I've been hearing BACT, along with Vitalik's plans to upgrade Ethereum. It seems like that's like about 25 years. KVD says it's not BACT official launch, it's a BACT test launch. So there you go. It sounds like Cardano 3.0. Not exactly the same, exactly. It's going to be Shelly, and then, Cardano was going to swing them out the park, and then it was like testnet. See you in 2020. And then 2020, what kind of game are they going to play? Until BACT is actually up and running, I won't pay attention to it. Exactly. I'm done with test nets, promises, reviews. I want to see things on and popping, working, and all greased up. Pause. Give us more time then, says Potato. They said the launch date was the 22nd, but my bad, testnet launch. Okay. Usually it's a, testnet launch. I'm not excited about testnets, but hopefully it does do something to the Bitcoin price. Lazor says they said, what if the U.S. government banned the on-ramps like Coinbase? Never will happen. Listen, if they've made it this far, how long has Coinbase been around? Like, plus 5 years already. And they're just going to shut down Coinbase? It's a major company already, Queen says, I'm done hearing about Cardano. Rev better not come back in here. I'm going to roast him. He was in here yesterday. Rev was in here yesterday, and he said he was sweating. Rev, one of our crypto brothers, got a 95% bag on 95% of his bag on Cardano, and he's been sweating. It's not something I would recommend, but he was a Cardano maniac. It's Cardano. And while I like it, I wouldn't go so aggressive. A newbie asks, how do you spend it? But the true crypto boomers knows it's about how do you hodl it and grow it into hard assets. Exactly. You don't spend land. You hodl it and you use it to generate more flow. Because indeed, this is like a crypto current. The positive and negative charge continues to flow like a current. Should I turn Rev well done or medium rare? Shout out to Revolutionist, our crypto bro out there. I know it's tough. It's tough for a lot of these altcoins lately. I'll tell you that much. Listen, even with me with this Litecoin bag, it's looking anorexic. Litecoin finally today gained some weight, but Lazor said Facebook hearing was actually very positive for Bitcoin. Yeah, maybe for in the mid to long term it is. It educates people more about cryptocurrencies, about true cryptos, not fake centralized cryptos like Libra, Ripple, and other clowns. But, hopefully some of these Congress people, if not, maybe their offspring ends up purchasing Bitcoin. Queen's Racist says, CryptoZilla facts. That was the first time I heard the AI bot be nervous. Says CryptoZilla. He's referring to Rev. That's right. Seems like they're just coming after the idea of corporate cryptos. Hopefully Bitcoin's freedom will prevail, says Main Event. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I said it right when Libra was announced. I think the video I did was beginning of corporate crypto, because, you know, how many companies are partnering with Libra? It's like a handful. Spotify, I think, was Netflix even in the game? Uber, Lyft, and a bunch of Visa, PayPal. These things have nothing to do with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin continues to devour the fiats. Marlon says Cardano will be a crypto darling again. Maybe, you know, I don't know. At least not anytime soon. They're not going to be up and running till 2020 when it comes to Cardano. Lazor says, sorry, Rev, alts will test your conviction. Yeah, shout out to Rev, our brother out there. He's not in the box and people are roasting him. But it's all good. He'll hopefully be back soon. He says, we weren't laying on him. He was shaking. Yeah, I mean, I would be shaking too if, you know, I'm holding the majority of the bag in alt that's underperforming. Lazor says, reminder, Wimble airdrop, the Wimble airdrop in a couple of days for all Bitcoin holders. We've talked about that. I haven't claimed it, but I think Zilla or somebody out there talked about it, where you just got to sign a message from your Bitcoin wallet and somehow confirm that you're holding the bag, and then they drop them on you. So, you know, maybe I'll do it. You know, I like Wimble, the protocol. So there's going to be a Wimble coin, and you got other Wimble coins that use the Wimble protocol, such as Beam and Grin. You got Grin, which is inflationary, and then you got Beam deflationary, which makes me wonder, what is Wimble coin? Is it it's going to have a high circulating supply, low circular? What's the deal with it? Hard to believe 2020 is only 5 months away. That's right. It is hard to believe. Kaboom to that. The halvening's approaching, guys. That's the bottom line here. The halvening is approaching. You better hodl in anticipation for this halvening. There's going to be some peaks and valleys. There's going to be some bloodbaths out there. But I think if we can hodl to at least this halvening, there's going to be a kaboom like no other. Queen says, Rev's going to replay the stream and unsubscribe from the channel. Sorry, Rev. I still want to live in the castle. Yeah, shout out to Rev out there. Marlon says, is it Green or BIM that's doing the airdrop? Neither. It's a new coin. This is a new coin, Marlon. It's called the Wimble coin. They use the Wimble protocol, and they're doing their own airdrop. They're neither Grin or Beam. Thai City says, congressional hearing. Can Louis Farrakhan use Libra because he's banned from Facebook and there was a blank censorship stare? Yeah, you know, of course we would expect Facebook to censor people on that blockchain. It's, you know, you say the wrong thing, you won't be able to buy something. It's funny. Trezor seems like the easiest setup for the airdrop, says Lazor. Yeah, I haven't done the Wimble coin airdrop, but I think somebody in the box, I don't know if it was CryptoZilla or somebody else, they said that they picked up, that they verified themselves to get the coin, or, you know, they claimed it. That's the word I'm looking for. Oscar says, this reminds me of a couple months before Bitcoin and alts all-time high in 2017. Hopefully. He mentioned an illness as well, I think, says Lazor. I don't know who you're talking about. Were you talking about Rev? Champ, are you buying in yet or just hodling? I've taken a couple stabs at alts and a small stab at the bits. Specifically Link. Let's pull up our portfolio, actually. Who cares if you can use Libra, Bitcoin, and use Bitcoin and ETH, the only real money in the world. Shout out to Marlon. He knows what's going on. CryptoZilla says, Rev isn't soy, though, so he'll survive. You know the deal. He isn't, so he'll be back, I'm sure. Let's check out our community portfolio over here and see how much it's worth. I know it's slimmed down after the bloodbath, after yesterday's bloodbath. I had to send in for reinforcements. Here it is, crypto portfolio worth 22K, 22,756. We topped off at about 28, 29, if I'm not mistaken. This is a virtual portfolio that we've been managing. We started off with 10K. We've done some swing trades or whatnot. This is for educational and entertainment purposes. We still got some mana You can see all the tokens are down for 7 days. Bitcoin down 20%. Maker down 25% in the past 7 days. Cardano down 21%. But now we're seeing some green now on the 24 and 1 hour charts. I'm not into 0x for this portfolio, I'll be honest with you. And Mana, while it's a cool concept, cool bro, I'm getting bored of holding it. Be honest with you. And I think we're overexposed on Litecoin and Cardano. Let's check this out on a pie chart. Lazor says Charles H. mentioned an illness. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Rev. Yeah, Charles, the guy behind Cardano. Apparently, he got off Twitter yesterday. He said he was going to be off Twitter for a while or whatnot. So, if he is ill, we send him our positive energy. Hopefully, he gets well soon. He seems like a cool dude. The issue is the project has been centered around him, so it was a shock, says CryptoZilla. Check out the pie charts here. Yeah, we're majority of the bag here in Bitcoin, as we should, and then we got 18% in Litecoin and 13% in Binance. So I would my intent here is probably to slim up this percentage of Litecoin at some point. Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know if you think that was the bottom out there, boomers, and if so, let me know, how high do you think it would go? And if not, let me know how low do you think it would go? Shout out to CryptoZilla, Lazor, Marlon Jones, and the rest of the boomers out there in the population of the chat box. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I get on out of here. Make sure you're downloading the Brave browser. Start earning the bats. Check out the videos that I have linked down below. I got about 5 videos there, specifically the one on Monero, the one on the Wizard of Oz and NPCs, and then the one on blockchain industries, top 5 blockchain industries. Check out the exchanges. And, I'm still rocking with BitShares as a decentralized exchange, boomers. I like it. Make sure you follow me on the STEEM blockchain. Use STEEM, guys. Drop a comment there on the STEEM blockchain. I'll go ahead and upvote you. You can get a couple of cents worth of crypto. One of the easiest ways to earn crypto. That's a video that I got to do. Top 5 or top 3 ways to earn crypto or something like that. Make sure you check out the water filters. Make sure you're drinking that clean water, non-fluoridated water. I don't want you calcifying your pineal, guys. And then make sure you're going to the gym. I know I did today. Hit the deadlifts. I'm back on a new round of Mad Cow strong lifts. Maybe we'll bring back the general self-improvement chats on Friday. On that note, let me shout out CryptoZilla, Lazor, and the rest of the pumpers out there. Stay strong out there, boomers, and I'll catch you tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.